Hi, it's Ashley from AB Sound Advice. Today we are doing a product review on the Pathos Aurium headphone amplifier. Now this is a Class A tube headphone amp hybrid, so we're using tubes as the pre-stage and integrated as our outstage. So in reality you're using, it couples the tube stage with the Mossett power stage. It has a really good grip on the bass. It has a really nice feel to it, and I'll be honest with you, I've had this here for probably about 6 weeks now in my office, and I really am looking forward to sharing with you guys how this thing went. So without further ado, let's get into it. So first off, this is a audiophile quality headphone amp, and it's made for, they made this thing for enthusiasts who are really looking for a sound quality headphone amplifier. And as I always do, I go through some of the specs on the unit, and we're just having a look at that now. So the power output, we're looking at 3 to 6 watt at 16 ohm. It's a Class A zero feedback. Output impedance is 0,5 ohm, 7 volt RMS max. Frequency response 10 Hz through to 80 kHz. Total distortion is 0.1%. It has analog inputs of a 1 stereo balanced XLR, 3 stereo unbalanced RCA line, and analog outputs we have an XLR tape and a RCA line tape out. So we also have a maximum input level of 6.4 volt RMS unbalanced, and 3 and 2 volt RMS balanced, and we have a main voltage of 90 to 250 volt at 50/60 Hertz and 30 watts power consumption. So without further ado, this is a fantastic headphone amp. I have really enjoyed playing with this. It comes in the box with also the owner's manual, which you can see here. And the other thing I wanted to mention before we get right into it, it comes in the black, which you see here. It also comes in the silver, and you can also get it black with silver knob and buttons, or you can get it black with red knob and buttons. So you can see here we've got the black with the red volume control and control button. So again, handmade in Italy, so you know it is good quality. Now if you haven't heard of Pathos, been around for a very long time. They hand make all their products. They are to the most stringent high quality, and as this amplifier here is around about the 4K mark in our part of the world. If you'd like to find out more information about the product locally and out in the New Zealand Australian market, you go to hifihq.com.au for Australia, or hifihq.co.nz, or just search our friends at pathos.com, and it's Pathos Acoustics if you're actually looking for the full name. Now, before we go into sound and that, let's just have a little bit of a look over the unit. You can see here we've got the two valves on the top there, and we'll come round. And in the back of this, some very cool features. I note you've got the balance control and also the gain control at the back. You've got a 2 XLR outs and XLR in and RCA. Multiple lots of inputs in here, and you'll see here I'm running balanced, and I'm also running RCA, and also I've got an iPhone connection. So I've also used a DAC hooked up to this as well. My favourite out of all the connections that I've made to this unit is still USB to RCA is my preferred connection and sound, and obviously USB to balanced is also very nice, but I still prefer the RCA to USB connection. So very smooth, a very natural sound. So first off, we'll cover off, this is a very detailed headphone amp, so everything is there. It's also this is where we start using words like high fidelity, audiophile, attention to detail. I mean everything. I mean the tingles, the voices, the guitar strums, anything that's going on within the song, the music, the voices are well balanced, very well controlled. it is a fantastic headphone amp. So if you're really wanting to spoil yourself and you want to get a headphone amp, I mean, it's great for your desk. If you've got space on your desk, or you're really spending a lot more time with headphones. There's a lot of people now with all these lockdowns going on, even myself, I'm listening to headphones more now than I ever have. And to be honest with you, I really do enjoy playing headphones. And from on the AB Sound Advice, there would be over 80 different types of headphone products that I've played with minimum. And I play with all sorts of products. And again, with this unit, I'm using my reference Obravo's Mark II, the Hammett Mark IIs, and they're about a 5K headphone, and they are sensational. And I've also tried all different headphones on this headphone amp, so regardless of what I've put on it, it's been an absolutely fantastic sounding amp. So again, as I said before, if you're looking for something and you want to shout yourself something a little bit special, I do really like the red and black combination, but from a sound perspective and quality and all the rest of it, it is an absolutely sensational hybrid headphone amp. And to be honest with you, I really am not looking forward to handing this back. I mean, as you know, I can't hold on to everything. And I'll just go through some of the things before just rattling off. It is a pure Class A tube pre-stage in the Mossett power stage, zero feedback. It's really, the Aurium performs what audiophiles are used to from Pathos. It's exquisite musically, transparency, dynamics, a total. There's no lack of listening fatigue. Its flexibility it's just fantastic. I mean, from 16 ohm to 1,000 ohms, there's not really, I don't think there'd be any headphones you couldn't run on this in a very good way. The other thing that stands out for me is obviously it's using a high precision Burr Brown technology, and Burr Brown, as you be aware, is a very high quality circuitry. A bit of they make fantastic bits of circuit that are used in a lot of products around the world. And I've got to say to you, I really, really am not looking forward to handing this back. And I guess the other thing that stood out for me when I was actually playing with this, it surprises you. I mean, and I'll actually, while I've actually got on the screen up here too. There's my Tidal headphone demo masters that I've been using, and I ran it through its traps, and I have just spent hours and hours with this headphone amplifier, and wow, it's just sensational. So, as I said to you before, if you're looking for something that's it's hard to describe. It's just absolutely detailed and clinical, and it's not overstated. It's just a really nice balance. They really have managed to put together an absolutely sensational headphone amplifier here, and Pathos have definitely stepped up to the plate here. And I did actually use a Pathos DAC onto this. I've also used the Cambridge Audio DAC Magic as a DAC, and I've also used the Zen, and also I have used the Fuba, and we used the Marantz. I've used a few different options, and all the way through, as I've mentioned before, when it comes to this level, I'm a little off the DAC, so to speak. My preferred sound is definitely USB to RCA would be my favourite on all the high-end stuff. I've found it to be just a fantastic way to, it allows the amplifier to do all the things it needs to do, and it's just so smooth. And I've mentioned before, it's if you like a really good digital sound, yes, it'll manage that no problem. But if you're looking more like a turntable analog type sound, but still with that clarity and detail, wow, you will not be disappointed with the Pathos Aurium headphone amplifier. It really is outstanding. So as you know, I don't rate things 1 to 5 or 1 to 10, but what I can say, would own one of these, absolutely. Wow, would have no complaints if Santa dropped this off for Christmas for me. I'd have no problems with that whatsoever. So I hope you've enjoyed today's review. on the Pathos Aurium headphone amplifier. And if you'd like to find out more information about this product, as mentioned before, just duck onto hifihq.co.nz or hifihq.com.au. And again, I hope you've enjoyed today's review. And if you can get one of these slipped into your Christmas hamper, I'd definitely be putting one of these on the wish list. All right, guys, you have a great day. And again, thank you for tuning into AB Sound Advice.